Alright, this first example of playing in the style of Jimmy Page, soloing in the style of Jimmy Page. I'm playing over a track along the lines of Good Times, Bad Times, which was from the first Zeppelin album. And Jimmy Page it was part of the British blues explosion, and one of the guys, along with Eric Clapton, and Jeff Beck, that took from American blues guitar players, everybody from T-Bone Walker and B.B. King and Freddie King, and Buddy Guy in particular, and took those influences and then cranked up their Les Pauls and their Marshalls and created the sound of blues rock and ultimately the sound of heavy rock. And this is really where the modern rock sound started. But really all can be easily traced, and it's all rooted in the blues. So the solo that I'm playing here, the song's in the key of E, and there's just three chords basically that I'm playing over: E to D to A. And the solo is just all based primarily on E minor pentatonic, and the majority of the riffs are played in 12 positions. So E minor pentatonic in 12 position, you have E, G, A, B, D, E again, G, A, B, D, then it keeps going. And the first riff here, we'll do that again. First riff here. I'm bending the 14th fret of the G string up a whole step, and then fretting a B note. So the riff consists of 3 16th notes, but I'm playing it straight 16th, so the shape of it flips around because it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 over 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. And then in beat 4, I bend that note up a whole step, bring it back down, pull off, play that note again. So that's B2. So just doing different places to put this bend. And on B2 into B3, I bend this note, and then 15th fret of the B string on top of it, the D note. Then in bar 3, I go all the way up to the 20th fret and do a 2-step bend. And this illustrates the influence of Albert King on Jimmy Page, doing 2-step bends. Next bar. So that note is bent up a whole step, then you pick it normally, back to 17th fret, the root note, and vibrato, and then a pull off 20-17 on the B string. I'm using my ring finger to my index finger. Now this next phrase in bar 5 is based on 16th note triplets. Or here's the beat: 1 2 3 4. 6 notes per beat. And this is a very typical Jimmy Page kind of a lick that he helped to popularize. Johnny Winter played this lick also. And it's based on progressing up the minor pentatonic scale one note at a time using the same shape. So we start from a B note, and we're going to play B to the next lower note, A, and back to B. And then you move the shape up one note and do the same thing. And when you play it in time, next bar. So right here, just after the straight, at the end of this bar, I'm bringing in an 8th note triplet to come in on the second 8th note. You got 1 2 3 4. This is a B.B. King style riff where you bend the 4th up to the fifth, come back down, and then use the major third. And hammer on from the major third, this case G sharp, 16th fret, up to A, 17th fret. Hammer up and then hammer and pull off. You hear Freddie King play this riff all the time also, and Buddy Guy as well. All influenced by B.B. King. And then in the last bar, so I'm just going between the 17th fret and the 15th fret on the B string, and bend that root note up a step and a half to the minor third. Bring it back down, and I end the solo on the flat 7G and vibrato it. So what's really interesting about this is you can, even though you can, when you analyze it, you can clearly see how all the licks come from different blues guitar players. No one would ever confuse this type of guitar playing with the sound of B.B. King or Buddy Guy. The tremendous distortion of a cranked up Marshall amplifier, very aggressive attack, are all part of the thing that makes Jimmy Page one of the most important rock guitar players, and you can hear how he took from the blues and pushed it in a harder direction, and Led Zeppelin were clearly the prototypical heavy metal band.